Hey y'all, it's Zooks, and this is Let's Play Satisfactory, where everything's made up and the storage containers don't matter. That's right, storage containers are like people that say that the book was better than the movie. Like, I enjoyed the movie, leave me alone. Welcome back to the FICSIT Apprenticeship Program. Last episode, we did a lot of work on our starter factory. Specifically, the iron portion of our starter factory is up and running. Look at all these ingots. Look at this. This is a great view. I mean, come on. Look at all those ingots. Oh, and I love the little conveyor line with our parts being completed coming back. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Oh, that's got the biggest smile on my face now. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I'm just going to sit here and stare at this. This is it. This episode, we are going to, as you can see, we have done a ton of work on our iron setup. But we have not polished and finalized our copper setup. That is what we'll be doing this episode. We are going to get our our copper smelter in. We're going to get our wire in, our cable in, and our copper sheets in. 4 platforms hoping to get down today. Honestly, these are going to be kind of big platforms. The copper smelter, I think, has like 18 smelters in it. The wire has something like 18 constructors in it or something. So it's going to be, these are some relatively big platforms, but we already know where we're going to put them at. They're going to go, we got a copper smelter here. I think there are wire here, sheets here, and cables here. And so right here is where we're going to throw in our smelter. So that's the plan this episode. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned, because in a sec, I'm going to cut. Oh, and one thing I've been doing, you probably just seen it in a little text window. But instead of just like direct cutting into complete and finalized builds, I'm probably going to show you like maybe short, like 3-second clips with me doing some sort of dumb commentary over it. Just to sort of, bridge the gap between, this looking like this to this being a complete and totally finalized build. So, be prepared for that. Let me know what you think of that, and let me know what you think of all this. I'm very interested to see what y'all think. I think this stuff is cool. I think I've done pretty well, and I'd love to hear your feedback. So I'm gonna go, and I'll see ya on the other side. All right, folks, welcome back. It has been a long one. I have been busy, but baby, we are done with the copper production in the starter factory. And we're gonna quickly do a walkthrough of these new buildings, these new platforms. And then we're gonna turn on our copper production and see what happens. So, first platform is a smelter. Obviously, we're gonna need copper ingots. So these machines will be making copper ingots. I think we are going to bring in 270 ore on two different lines. I'm sorry, 2 lines of 270 for a total of 540. They're all getting smelted here where they get belted out to our other lines, which you can see several of them already. This is the building. I loved building these platforms because they are deeply in these sort of spires, and they have a ton of like cliff ceilings and stuff like that. I think, is this the one where, yeah, like we're working with a ton of sort of rocks and boulders and stuff like that coming out of all over the place. I love it. But this is a smelter. Underneath here, I believe you should be able to see it. I wonder if I can turn this light on. There's 1 line, and then there's 1 and then 2 lines of 270 ore coming in. And then on the outside, I wonder, y'all are gonna see other factories. Ignore those, we're not ready for those yet. And we'll pull out basically all these Actually, I think... Did I already forget to do something? What is this? Uh-oh. Pause. Alright, I've already messed something up. Hold on. What did I do wrong? What is this for? These are copper ingots. Why do I think I need cable to get any ingots? Maybe this is unused? No. Huh. I may actually cut here, because I genuinely thought I was done. I did not realize I had a... $180. Why are you here? Alright, we're gonna do some quick maths. Actually, I'm also gonna tab, because I have my spreadsheet up here. So we have to sheet. That's what this is. Aha! All right. Cool. Then I did not complete something. So actually, we want... Oh, I see. So I might actually take a bit of a cut here. But I can't believe I messed that up. Fun. Great. Perfect. I'll see you in a second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. That was one embarrassing oversight. Later, we have fixed it, kind of. I threw a Band-Aid on it. That's what I did. And at the moment, it'll work. It obviously is not the way it's supposed to be, but I'm ready to get this recorded. So I'll gussy it up later. But we're going to have... Oh gosh, let me get up here. And then consult my spreadsheet to make sure I've made no more errors. All right, cool. Yes, this is going to produce 504T iron or copper ingots. Most of those are getting sent to wires, which is right here. The others get sent to sheets, copper sheets. So that's what I was just fixing, because I had left my copper sheet line. I did not connect the copper ingot input to the input over on the platform over there. So anyway, if we follow the wires the correct way, they go this way and they go up here into our wire platform. It's a 2-level platform, and it's extremely similar to our smelter platform. Because we got a 270 line coming in, I believe it's 270, I can't remember. But we get to split this thing off 3 different ways. So we have this nice sort of 3 sides of this are all machines, and then the one side can be for stuff like lifts and empty. And then you've seen this sort of theme already. But this is sort of, looks a lot like our other stuff. That's kind of the goal, though, is to keep it looking uniform a little bit. Let me double check that I'm recording. I am. I did not mess that up. But this is where we're going to make our wires. We need to make a ton of wires. We, in fact, are going to be making... What is this? I think it's... let me do some math. I think we're getting 360 ingots times 2. 720, I believe, is the correct amount. But we're making 720 wire here. Most of these go to cables. Oh, and we've connected. I've moved this sort of storage sink line that went under that way from the iron plates. This is our iron plates. But I moved it so it's coming this way. Because this line will also be picking up our wires. This is another 2 double-decker factory, and I put a little skylight. I loved this. Look at how cool it's like we're in a cave, and then I put this sort of glass foundation to make it look like we're in. It feels like this is like almost a museum. to me, like a geological area. I love it. And obviously we're, you know, out here, we can see that's our smelter, the copper smelter. And then those are some of our other factories. But I love this area. That's our rotor platform. We haven't connected our rotor platform yet. I haven't figured out exactly the goal, how I'm going to connect this area up, because these are very different heights. So, and down here you'll see the sink kind of out of nowhere. That's because we're going to make wires. Some of these wires have to go to stators. Stators, the stator recipe requires wires. And we do not have our stator production up and running yet, so we're just going to have it running into a sink for the time being. Is that powered? I believe I did power it. Yep. So, wires. Super simple. It's just a constructor. You know, double your ingots to get wires. It's pretty nice. Now, like I said, most of these are going to get sent to cables, which is this building. A little bit less. I think that had 24 constructors in it, and our smelter had 18 smelters in it. So this is the next two are super simple. This is 8 constructors making cables, and it's that simple because it's 2 wire per 1 cable. So it's half of the buildings that we use for the wire are used for cables. And this is sort of the setup again. Extremely similar setups here. This is not meant to, I'm not switching this up. I want a similar theme throughout the entire base, and I'm trying my best to use these like nice rock faces and geological cave structure shenanigans in the base as much as possible. And so far I love looking around. Over on the iron side, it's like you get a lot of like open spaces out to like the beach and stuff, but here you get this nice sort of cave like ambience. I'm so about it in this area, and we get a lot of nice views too, of our rotors. Over here is going to be another, come on. All right. And over there is going to be we're going to have other factories here. As you can see, I'm like trying to figure out where I want to put factories. I think I have my map. Yeah, over here we're going to have a motor factory. On the other side of maybe this thing, we're going to have a stator factory. We got stuff going on, but this is our cables. Our cables are, all of these cables go straight to storage. That's 240 cables we're going to have on one line going out to storage. That's what this second, I believe, this line. Yeah, that is a storage and sink line. And it meets up with my iron part production. And to this is our next, this is that sort of cave space that that we were using for some temporary stuff, but we have repurposed it to make copper sheets. And similar to cables, it'll take 2 parts to make 1. So we don't have a ton of buildings here. I think we have 9. And we are making 90 copper sheets out of this building, and they get sent underground to our storage and sink areas. And then again, this is all cave. It's like I didn't have to do much of anything here. I put some barriers up, and I just threw some frames up here to look for a little bit of like structure. But I mean, it's a cave. Look how, I mean, it looks cool already. There's nothing I need to do here. This looks amazing. And then let's go back here. I've done this a little different, and let me know what you think. I've added these walls. I don't really know how I feel about these walls or this section, but I wanted just a more standard. I wanted this to look a little bit more on purpose. So that's what I got. I mean, it's kind of all right. I like this diagonal shape. I think I just need to add some texture in here, honestly, like maybe some beams or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is the adjustments I've made. So that's the walkthrough of the copper production. I've also done some line work so that I get some of these parts put in. So these 3 parts are the parts we're going to be working on. hopefully, I actually didn't even test this, so we'll see how well this goes. Hopefully this will go well. I'm gonna link up those lines, and we'll see. We're gonna do another one of those sort of episodes where I sort of troubleshoot the buildings and make sure all our parts are doing everything our parts are supposed to do. And you're probably wondering, we had one copper node over there. It was a pure copper node that we had originally, and it was just one, bringing 270 copper ore in. But over here, where at, I think it was somewhere around here, we had an iron that we're using for some temporary steel stuff. There's also a copper here. So we are taking this copper, dragging it all the way out here to this line. So that's what, there's some extra shenanigans happening over here. So now, if you look, we have 2 lines of copper. Obviously, they're sitting perfectly still because we haven't connected it up yet. It's right there. And by the way, all our iron and stuff is working still fantastically. There's not really any issues to talk about in that regard. But I'm going to turn this on, and we're going to see how well all this works. So I should probably be careful about power is the thing I'm worried about. So let's see how this goes. Again, everything that you've seen especially for these copper lines are load balanced. Everything is load balanced, so everything should be getting parts equally fast. So we should see all of these turn on pretty much instantaneously. There we go. There we go. And what we're looking for at the moment is for a bunch of green lights. Green, 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 green. All these are connected. Let's check out the second level. So they're connected. That doesn't necessarily mean we're completely efficient, but they're connected, which is good. Green, green, green. Can I see green? And then green. Fantastic. Perfect. Let's check our wires quickly. To the wires. Okay. Aha. We are seeing some... Oh. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's go check out the wire situation. Yeah, we're already getting stuff. Cool. See, I can tell that we're getting stuff on this line because of these cool little lifts. Let's see here. Getting stuff on the bottom too. Just waiting on some green lights. And I will be given a rush of dopamine. Please give it to... there it is. There it is. 2, 3, 4. Perfect, perfect. None of these are underclocked. We managed to get ratios that work really, really nicely. So all of these will be 100% when everything... There we go. It is looking good. Let's check the top. I think I have a staircase. Yep, right here. Don't watch your head, everybody. Lots of green. Lots of green. Good. All right. So let's look down here, and I want to see a bunch of wires popping out. Hey, look at that. Wires, wires, wires. Looking good. Let's check our cables. This is the next stop. Aha! Greens. More green. Kind of curious. Now the sheets have been running. I should actually... I'm going to go test the storage. All these are working. Good. Let's take a look at our storage. We should be... I'm having... I'll show you a little bit of the problems. Save it! Oh, I didn't. Oh, I knew it. See? We're going to be using up our batteries. We are going a bit over. Alright, you know, I'm going to take y'all with me to do this, but we are going to... Oh, wait, I actually don't have to do much here. Let's... I think I can just turn off, I'm gonna be turning off power to our quartz production. So I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna, you know, if there's problems, we're just gonna let them be problems. They're gonna be problems for now. I ain't gonna fix them just yet. We're gonna go turn off the power to our, okay. That was not a very smart move. I think I have some nuts. Yep. Perfect. Calculated. All right, so let's just do this, right? And then see. All right, spit, you better stay away. There we go. Hey, cool. All right. So we basically, by cutting that line off, I've cut off the power to our quartz production area, which means that it is not running and not consuming power. We didn't really need it, though. We only built that temporary structure to get some initial quartz products, as well as sinking a ton of them for tickets. And we have basically, we are totally fine for tickets now, so I don't have to stress out too much. Let's check our containers, because honestly, this is going to be the big giveaway on whether or not this stuff is working. Hey, look at that. Oh, no cables. And no sheets. I feel like there should be sheets in here right now. I am all kinds of worried about that. Okay, there's wire. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. So our wire gets thrown onto our belt there. And I've done the math. We should be safe. Aha! See this? Check your belts, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this one goes here. Okay. How? It's just, I think it's there. Is it there? Or there? It's there. Alright. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Alright, there are our cables and stuff. Okay, cool. Luckily, we shouldn't have to deal with too much of a backlog here. See that? That felt another just complete hit of dopamine that is making me feel all kinds of ways right now. This whole setup that we had here was super useful for this line of iron parts, because it was all the parts on this line were going straight through this area, so it was just a bunch of sinks back to back. But here, I have to split it here so our wires can get up here to its destination, and then here we have copper sheets that have to get sorted here and are going this way. Oh no, see, look at this. I was not near, I thought I was way ahead of the game here. All right, well, did I? Let's see. It's not this one, right? It's this one. It's coming out this way. So let's do this. We're gonna do this. Hey, we're doing this live. That's what this is all about, right? So let's do, I mean, we have some time until it backs up. Alright, so now this comes, okay, I might actually have to adjust this. Get up there. Alright. Is this, yeah, this is not exactly the way it's supposed to go. Let's put this down there. And then this goes here. Oh. That's right, because this was done incorrectly. That way. Get up there. Oh, I made it the first try. All right. and then this goes up here, but it comes in this way, and we're just going to do left is overflow, center none, right none. And I hit enter just in case. And right should be none. Aha! Alright, and then... Oh, maybe I'm hitting stuff. I hit a bunch of stuff I shouldn't have. Okay. Let's see. I wonder... Oh, this is where I've decided that's right. So I was close to done. I did do this part. I just didn't finish it. So it's actually this. And this is not there. Let's bring this back. Bringing it back. Alright. And, you know, I don't like to do this, but we're going to do some shenanigans here. And, yeah, and then we'll do this. I don't like doing these. This will look better in a sec, but at the moment, I just want to make sure I don't overflow my sheets, and I want them to sync appropriately. But at the moment, all of them are just going to go into storage. And same thing with our cables. We are getting lots of everything. All right, fantastic. Let's find my way back up. All right, let's take a look again. Good. Yeah, we're gonna get a ton of cables. I had because of that copper being so close, I was like, I have to use it, and so naturally I did, and we are making a ton of cables. And honestly, you need a lot of cables. Cables are used for a lot of things. Let's take another look-see. Make sure I don't see our ore backing up and our ingots backing up. And after that, that'll be it for this episode. Copper production is in. We just need to make sure it's working. Looks good. I don't see stuttering. I don't see gaps. It's looking pretty good. All right, let's check this again. See, I don't like ladders to move around stuff, but I have a ladder there. Maybe I'll probably come up with another way up and down there. Oh, we're gonna get smoked out for sure. Look at all this smoke building up in here. We got all those working. Let me check the top. Working. Let's check our outflows. Okay. Believe this is where all our outflows go, and I don't see any backing up. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see. All our wire guys are going. All our top floor wire guys are going. Let's take a look at the guts. Did I think that's right. Yeah, it was 120 on that. Okay, cool. Wow, I'm gonna take a look at all that. Look at all this wire. We are making a ton of wire in this thing. There's another wire line coming out this way. And I kind of want to check it out because it's supposed to link up with my... Oh, I still have some concrete down here. It links up. So this is where all our iron parts get taken so that it can get to our central storage. And this is where the wire meets the iron parts. So if there were, say, too many wire being put on this line and we go over 270 items on this line, this is where you're going to notice it. Because at the moment, you don't see parts backing up here. You don't see a little stutter. and there's plenty of parts, and all these parts are moving, and there's not a bunch of gaps. I think at the moment I have like 263 items per minute on this line, so we are good there. Gonna do some temporary stuff here. Let's get up. Our wires are moving good. Let me double check cables. Honestly, this one I feel like there's not going to be any problems. I had one problem already. We had one hiccup, and then I immediately fixed it, and we're back. There's just no more problems. I know it. All right, let's check. Cables, good. I think I really like this. You get that sort of feeling that you're in a building, but then you get this nice, you know, natural life on the top. I love it. I've been loving building in these canyons. It's been fantastic. All right. Cables are not going to get sent anywhere for production. We don't have any recipes that call for cable in our starter factory, so all of that is cable. 240 cable. We will add some more parts to this line too, so we have to be careful, but we have 30 parts of wiggle room there. And cable meets up here. This is where I ran into that problem. I didn't tell y'all. I don't think I went into detail. This is 180 ingots per minute going to our sheets, and I just forgot to link it up. So I'm moving it here, and then I realized I don't have a ton of space, so I just like grabbed it and stuck it over there, so it's starting to flow into there. This one, our sheets, everything is looking okay. You know, I haven't been peeking into these machines much. You should see low numbers of ingots. There shouldn't be much accumulation of ingots at all. I wonder why. I got 9, so there's 180, so it should be. Did I just see this? This is backing out. 10 per minute. It's not backing up, it's just stuck at 11. That's just weird that we're not moving the parts off of it fast enough. Right? I feel like the parts should be coming off. Interesting. Mark 1, Mark 3. Oh, I wonder if maybe these should have been Mark 2s. Let's see. It got backed up, but it's also not looking like it's backing up. But, you know, I'd rather this run a little bit more on the efficient side. So let's do this. And we're gonna just make this all right. Yeah, because it was like 10, 10, 10, which is just 30. And then this is 10, 10, 10, which is 60. So there was 60 on this line. So I think it was unnecessary, but hey, I did it. We did it. It's unnecessary, but I did it. Perfect. All right. It has been adjusted. Not that it was necessary. Hey man, I think it looks great. I think we're done. I think we are good to go. Let me double check these containers, and then I'm gonna say bye-bye. And we're gonna get started on the next part of the starter base and the last part. Perfect. Man, we are gonna have so many cables. Woo. Woo, baby. Baby, baby, baby. All right. That's it, folks. That's it. This episode was awesome. Honestly, the starter base is really coming together. It was starting to. It's been looking kind of mishmash, but I've added parts. I've had to make stuff nice, and things are really looking up for the starter base. We have one more piece of starter base to work on. I mean, technically it's 2, but it's one more video for y'all of starter base shenanigans, and that is our steel production. And our concrete. This is going to get a big overhaul. For one, we're going to use this. There's a limestone down there that we're going to add to it, and we now have tier 3 belts, or I'm sorry, Mark 3 belts. So this is going to get a huge facelift. I think we'll be having something like 18 constructors for that. And then over here, on the outside, I think I even have, I'm going to have the steel foundry, a pipe and beam. I'm going to get our steel stuff down. So it's going to be good to go. We're going to have to get rid of a lot of our temporary steel stuff down here, simply because we can't afford the power requirements, more than likely. And then after that, I mean, we are close. Look at this. Boom. I mean, that's within, what, 32? Pretty close. We got batteries, though. We'll be fine. But yeah, that's it. We're going to be working... This episode, we just spent the entire episode getting our copper production down for the starter base. And we did. And it looks great. It's working good. I mean, look at how many cables I'm getting. I'll never need cables again. And this is I believe, the second part. We did our iron production, copper production, next is steel production. So get ready. Next episode, we are starting on our steel production. And it's going to be good. So that's it. Please take some time, like and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff. It helps a ton. And I'll see you on the next episode. So, well, that's it. Yeah.